Hi guys, just going to wait a few more minutes. We've got something very exciting coming now, so we're just going to wait and see if anybody else comes in. Evening everybody, I'm Anthony from Rothenberger UK and we're here today at HQ for something very exciting, a brand new product launch. Let's take a look at it. So there you have it, it's the new range of our Pro series of blowtorches. We have the Superfire Pro and the Quickfire Pro. The Superfire Pro being the most versatile blowtorch on the market. You have 8 different heads for multiple applications. So it's not just for plumbers, it's for anybody. So I'll quickly go through some of the heads, what we have with it. It's a twist and lock system, nice and simple. So first one you have is the typical cyclone head for soldering and brazing. So we have a bottle of MAP gas here. I'm just going to quickly show you all the flames. So the cyclone head, obviously the unit itself is anti-flare 360, you can use it at any angle. While we're talking about the bottle as well, it's also got cylinder protection. So if you knock it on site, now we have it overhanging the thread, so it shouldn't break. Another really good safety feature is when there's no burner within the burner, you won't get any flame at all because it needs the burn tube in the product to actually create a spark. So health and safety first and foremost. The next one we have is a regular burner for small soldering jobs with a nice controlled flame. You see here, when you're letting go of it, it's got on-off technology for safety again, but you can also lock it at the side there. And again, as you can see, fully anti-flare. I keep forgetting that I can leave it actually on the bottle. The next one we have here, this one is the high output cyclone burner. So with this one, it's got a wider head. So for instance, it's going to be a lot more handy on larger pipes. You could even use it for light detail roofing. So for bigger pipes, 28mm and whatnot, sometimes you would use 2 torches. I used to use 2 torches on the larger pipes. Now you've got a high output cyclone burner. The next one we have is the soft flame. So a little bit less fierce, and you can use this for things like heat shrinking. You can see that. All these torches or all these heads can be used to loosen those naughty bolts. Okay, so just a quick twist on that one there. And then probably my favourite, not that I know anything about this kind of thing, but you've got for heat shrinking. You could also use it for some sort of roofing applications as well. You've got a flat flame. This can also be used for paint stripping. So as I said earlier, not just around for plumbers, this is for all sorts of different tradespeople. Then you have the hot air burner. So first and foremost, with a hot air burner, for things like paint stripping, a little bit less fierce than the flat flame, but also you never have a naked flame showing. So again, health and safety in mind. I can get that down the camera. Again, that can be used for small detail roofing jobs on roofing too. Then one which I've been looking forward to, we have a pinpoint burner. This is for very detailed small soldering jobs, but you can also use it in confined spaces because it's a nice stable flame. So you can use that in the jewellery trade for repairing jewellery or making jewellery, but also a pinpoint burner where you can get into those awkward spots without burning cupboards and things like that. Okay, lastly what we've got is the cool tip. But what I'm going to do, rather than put this one in here, I'm going to show you this on the Superfire's brother, or the Superfire Pro's brother. This is the Quickfire Pro. So the Quickfire Pro itself comes with a cool tip as standard. So you can use the torch. The tip itself on MAP gas, which is obviously the hotter gas, that will stay cool. So again, knocking it down in a customer's house, you can use the cool tip with the Superfire Pro, or you can use the Quickfire Pro, which has got it. You can't change the heads on this. This has got a standard cool tip head from day one. Now we haven't got a close-up camera today, but if I take this back off the bottle of MAP and the two torches themselves, you have a lock button on the side there. So I don't know if you can see that, but hopefully we will be getting videos out showing these up a lot better and clearer. You have the lock button on the side there, and then you have the adjuster on top. You don't really want to use the torches too much on a smaller burner or a small burn, because you can sort of bring the flame back into the unit. But must stress with the Quickfire Pro, this needs to be on full power for the tip to stay cool. Another thing with the range, you have the Superfire Pro. We're launching it very soon. It will be in the UK, and with the unit you get the blowtorch. You also get a cool tip as standard with every torch of these ones. But if you're in a different trade and you don't necessarily need the plumbing style burners, you then have just the body. So you could buy the body itself and choose whichever burner you need for whichever application. And again, we have the Quickfire, which, because of the type of burner it is, you can use it for loosening bolts and whatnot, but the main reason for that is for plumbing applications. So that's a quick overview. Chandler, have we got any questions?
We do have a few, yeah. So, the plumbing helpline has asked if we do a camping torch of any sort, or a camping burner.
We do camping style torches. Obviously you can use any burner for any application, but we do camping style torches, like a Cala type thing, is it?
Rothenberger 4.
Rothenberger 4, it's more of a DIY stroke camping torch. But if you use the Rothenberger 4, please remember, if you're using it upside down, you need to wait a good 30 seconds because it's got like a warm-up feature within the torch.
Sweet. Got another one from David Buchanan. He says, does this work with Flexi? Not sure. That's all he's asked.
Flexible head is he talking about, maybe?
He has just said, does this work with Flexi?
If you drop us a...
Might have to elaborate on that.
Yeah, please, mate. If you drop us a message on wherever you're watching it.
That could be the extension hose that we use for Superfire.
Yeah, so if you're talking about the extension hose we use with the Superfire, if you mean by Flexi, you mean that hose, yes you can. It's still a 1-inch thread, just like any of the other Superfires.
Yeah. I've also got the obvious question that was coming. When is it available and how much?
Okay, so obviously it's going to vary, but it is launched, well, it's going to be launched now, I should say, but we're going to probably get first delivery in November. List price is about £120, but obviously we're going to do a nice launch price offer into the merchant base first.
That's all for me for now.
Okay. I think you may as well carry on, mate, to be honest, because because I've moved across the ball.
Okay. So I've got, is the thread still the same? I assume still the same, meaning as the Superfire 2 that people are currently using?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 1-inch US thread. So with our propane and MAP gas, it will work just like you would do on a Superfire or a Quickfire.
Yeah. Again, another standard one that we're going to see. Is it repairable?
Yes, it's going to have a service pack for it. The good thing about these ones, a lot of the clever stuff is actually in the burners or the burn tubes, like the piezo ignition, where I said earlier that it will not have a flame until the burner is in place. It's a really good safety feature, but yes, you will be able to get a service pack with a piezo in there. And you have 2 notches on the side where take that off, and if and when you need to service it, we'll be able to sort you out.
I've got another one. What's the warranty on this?
As ever, a 12-month warranty on all of our products.
Got one from Lloyd. Said, do you do a commercial one for a bigger bottle?
a commercial one for a bigger bottle. Not within this range, but obviously part of the Rothenberger group we have Sievert, which specialise in that sort of thing as well.
Could I just come in there as well? So what you could do though, obviously, is connect that to a large bottle with a hose.
Yeah.
There'll be an adapter that you can screw into the bottom of the torch, which will be a bayonet fitting, and you can put it straight onto a bigger bottle if you like.
Yeah. Like a regulator on it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Lloyd actually makes a good point. He said he can use it for his creme brulee.
Yes, you can. Actually, I should have mentioned that because one of the burners in particular you can actually use for cooking. So if we go through some of the different applications or the different trades, we have ones for cooking. The larger headed burners, very stable in the wind. Obviously, I mentioned earlier about fixing or making jewellery with the pinpoint burner, but yeah, whatever application you can think of, one of these heads will do it. So obviously we go to a lot of builders merchants as well, so the dream for ourselves is have that in the builders merchant, and then a range of the different tips they might be able to use, so it's not just for plumbers.
I've got another one. Does this mean the Surefire is discontinued?
Okay, so it probably means the Superfire, but the Superfire 2 is very much still a part of our product portfolio, so no, it's not being discontinued.
Yeah. Again, the plumbing helpline. Will you sell a full kit with all the heads?
No doubt we're going to do that, but we're actually giving one away, or in collaboration with the Gas app, we're doing a full set in one of our row cases, which we're going to give away, but no doubt down the line we'll be looking at promotions utilising the whole set. I think it will be a really good seller.
That's all from Question Corner at the minute.
Okay, so another part, we have in the Pro series or the Pro range as well, we also have new pipe slices, but these are going to be called the Pro Cut. Again, available November time, but we have 15, 22 and 28. And just to say, we've listened, the 28 is now made of metal, like a gunmetal colour, really nice, really robust, just like the Quickfire Pro and the Superfire Pro, fully metal, so it's real robust and should last you hopefully a long time. You'll also get a full service kit with these, or you'll be able to get a full service kit with it, including rollers and wheels, etc. Anything else, mate?
Just on the Pro Cut, really, I think, to be honest. Obviously, the Pro Cut we're launching in November. It's being made in the UK. When you use it, and we've tested it with the sales team, it cuts way quicker than the our existing offering. I think the 15mm cuts in. You did the testing, didn't you? Like 3-4 turns. Yeah, 2 turns.
A few turns in some cases. But yeah, so much less turns on the unit compared to our current, hence it being called the Pro Series.
And as far as price
on those, I don't really.
Exactly the same as the current offering.
Yeah, so same price as the current offering as well on the 15, the 22 and the 28. But as I say, the 28, a nice solid piece of kit.
Not a question, but I've got a lot of positive comments about the burners and the new torches, etc. Coming in from Ryan, Ian, Paul Clark's saying thinks this will be the best torch on the market. Really positive comments. Yeah. Ryan seems to be happy about the 28mm being in metal. Very happy about that one. Ian wants to know if the Pro Cut to be available as a 3-pack.
Absolutely, yes, of course it will. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on when the products arrive, and we'll be obviously doing a lot of different promotions with, especially the 3-pack. It's an absolute given.
I've got one coming in here from Steve Gold. Can you not make pipe slicers for AC pipes?
Good question.
Very good question. Yeah, I've never really thought about that because we tend to use the tube cutter 35s or the very small adjustable ones. But good question. We'll have a look at that for you, Steve.
Ryan has come in, asked if about the Pro Cut, will it cut stainless steel?
Well, it will cut stainless steel, but obviously it's for copper, and obviously you should have a different sort of wheel for stainless. But it will more than likely cut it. Yeah.
Don't think so.
Just having a look if we've got anything else.
But we do obviously our tube cutters, the tube cutter 35 and the Road Track 28. They obviously you can get different ones for steel in the different tube cutters we have, and you can get steel tube cutter wheels as well for them.
Yeah, got another one about the Pro Cuts again. Will there be 8 and 10 mil cutters?
Not as far as I'm aware at the moment. But we do, as I say, we do smaller tube cutters. What is adjustable from between 3 and 22 mil, 3 and 16 mil. So if you've got really small pipes you need to cut, you can actually adjust, and the unit itself is probably about the same sort of size as a pipe slice, obviously. Oh, sorry, Pro Cut. Same sort of size as a Pro Cut, but with the added extra of being able to adjust it. So it's not going to be spring loaded, but these are spring loaded. So I know from my old background, for speed, people prefer pipe slices, but we do tools what can cut any size.
I've run out of questions about those two products. I have a miscellaneous question. Nothing about these. Yeah, we ready for miscellaneous question?
Yeah.
So this is from Ian Jesney. It just says, when are we going to get M profile press rings?
So, good news. On 15 and 22 mil, we should be looking at getting them by the end of the year. I'll still touch wood, but yeah, with 15 and 22, it's looking very, very promising.
So I can go further than that, to be honest. So 15 and 22 mil M profile are actually in production. 28 and 35 we're still working on. We hope to have those before the end of the year. Yeah. But certainly the 15 and 22 mil very quickly now.
Brilliant. I have another one from Ryan again. Can we get a close-up of it? Not quite sure which one he's talking about.
So are we talking well, I can give you a close-up. I'll come round to the iPad and actually show you. I'll bring a burner over as well. Is there a particular burner Ryan would like to see?
He has just said it.
It. Okie dokie. So this is very, very confusing when it's going the other way. So you'll see on top here, the vents are very good. The vents on top, that's obviously for safety if there's any issues. So on the Superfire 2, it's under the handle. Here we've got the vents there. Then, wrong way around, you have the adjuster there and the lock. This is so difficult doing this when I'm going backwards. The lock on the side there, and if you look underneath the lock, that is one of the bits I was saying for if and when you need to service the unit. As I say, 1 inch standard thread, but a very, very important part is the cylinder protection. So it effectively goes down over the thread rather than on top of it. And then if we show how the burners, the reason why the burners will not work without, the torch won't work without a burner in place, is the this is so weird. The black part here. There's a little metal piece where that has to connect inside the burner to create a spark, or create for it to come through there, but it's just a simple twist and lock technology from the Rothenberger group. So a lot of, as I say, a lot of the intelligence is also in the actual tips themselves. So hopefully, if any issues or anything like that, you won't need to buy lots of new torches or lots of new bits. You should be able to just like that. And then, as I say, the Quickfire Pro standard. You can't change the tip on that, but that is the cool tip, and it's got the same locking mechanism. It can be adjusted, but as I said earlier, please, if you want the tip to stay cool, it should be fully on full power. Does that help, Ryan?
He has gone
that he'd like a close.
close-up of the new cutters.
Oh,
He did say though he really appreciated the close-up of you.
no worries.
It's worth mentioning that the new Superfire and Quickfire Pro series, they are full metal bodies.
Yeah, full
There's
metal
no
bodies.
plastics in there. It's full
Yeah.
metal bodies.
Yeah. So the kits themselves, or the units themselves, just like these, very, very robust, no plastics being used at all. So there is your Pro Cut 20. So I've just been told to speak up because I'm away from the microphone now. So there's your Pro Cut 22. You've got the rubber arrows there, which obviously denote which way you turn it, and you can get a good grip on it. And the same goes for that, and then obviously you've got your 28mm too. So you can hear there on the 28 in particular, metal bodies, very robust. Okay.
Can I say something on those as well, if you wouldn't mind again? What people are going to really like about these is when you use a pipe slice, it's really hard to see what way to turn it because you can't see the arrow. So we've put really bright arrows, directional arrows on the product. And the other thing you can't do with the current offering is the only thing you can change on it is a pipe slice wheel.
Yeah.
With this new one, because we're making it in our own factory in the UK, you'll be able to change the springs, the rollers, the cutter, all of the internals. So it becomes a product that's got a much longer lifespan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got, if I show you a quick close up on, like as Kevin says, with the arrows there, you can actually see which way you're turning it properly. I don't know if you've had it before on previous ones, but people are turning the wrong way. So this is nice and obvious which way you need to turn it, and it's like rubberized, so it will give you a bit more grip as well.
And you've got grip points.
Yeah, and also they are heavy, they feel good quality. Okay.
Looks to be
Just some other points I've got here. CPM Plumbing just says, not a question, just says they seem a lot better than the Superfire 2. There's been a few times where I've had to adjust point of spark, but this looks like it'd be much better. So he seems to love that one. And I've got a question from, just for clarification, from Cozy Cat Limited. Is the Cool Touch end come as standard? So just want some clarification on that.
So clarification, standard on the Quickfire, and you can't take it out. And on the Superfire Pro, it comes, you can put it in like that. Obviously again, cool tip, making sure it's foot power. But as you can see here, with the new packaging, you've got the blowtorch, and we're also putting in the cool tip with it.
So we get a cyclone burner and a cool tip out, yeah?
You get a cyclone burner and a cool tip. A standard cyclone burner, what you would use for typical plumbing. And then you've got your cool tip, whatever I've done with that. Yeah, you've got your cool tip in with the box itself. But as I say, for other trades, if you want to try something else, you can just buy the actual handle itself as well.
Yeah, that is. Oh, I've got. Oh, just one literally just come in about the Pro Cut again. Are these cutters wider than your previous models?
They're pretty much the same, aren't they?
Same size.
Yeah, same size, but like I say, they just feel robust.
Slightly heavier.
Yeah, there's definitely more weight in them, I would say.
Yeah, that
Is I'm just double checking it for questions so far. I get one from Ryan's just come in again. Can always rely on him. Can you chuck them about and get them wet?
Are you talking about the Pro Cut or the blowtorches? Yeah. So preferably we prefer them to be looked after, and they might last longer if they're looked after. But yeah, you can do whatever you like with these ones, mate.
That is all I've got in terms of questions. Yeah. So
I've got
a point from Ryan though, just not a question, but just a point. Ryan just said, "I like the look of of these. They add a bit of colour. Helps find them in the tool bag."
Very good point. And what I will say as well, obviously with the range, we have done videos which are going to be coming out there. Keep your eye on them. They're going to go a little bit more into detail because obviously, as you can imagine, when it's live, you forget bits and pieces. But there will be videos, so if you want any more information, but by all means, drop me a message or an email as well. You know where I am. And also, don't forget to keep your eye on the Gas App socials and our own socials, because as we say, we're going to be doing a giveaway with a full kit. Anything else?
It's going to be 4 kits.
Are we gonna give 4 kits away?
4 full kits.
So we're going to give 4 full kits away in collaboration with Gas App, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
yeah, that's it from me in this corner.
Okay. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. As I say, we'll keep you posted, but yes, they will be available by the end of the year without question. So, but if you do want any more information whatsoever, obviously the sales team, the external sales team, when they get their kits, they'll be out and about doing their demonstration days at the merchant base. But in the meantime, if you've got any questions at all or any comments, please do what you do down in the comment boxes. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.